Introduction. Unmasking Pervitin, the drug that allegedly made the Nazis invincible. During World War II, the Nazis gained a reputation for their seemingly unstoppable military campaigns. Their lightning-fast advances and relentless aggression left their enemies astonished. While various factors contributed to their success, one element often overlooked is the alleged use of a stimulant drug called Pervitin. This video explores the history and controversies surrounding the drug that purportedly fueled the Nazis' sense of invincibility. Pervitin, developed by the German pharmaceutical company Temmler, contained methamphetamine, a potent psychostimulant. Originally marketed as a treatment for depression and respiratory disorders, Pervitin found its way into the German military's hands as war loomed. It was distributed among soldiers, particularly within the Wehrmacht, to enhance their performance on the battlefield. By keeping soldiers awake, increasing alertness, and suppressing fatigue, Pervitin provided a perceived advantage in stamina and combat effectiveness. Troops could march longer distances without rest and maintain peak performance during engagements. However, the dark side of Pervitin soon emerged, with addiction and severe physical and psychological side effects plaguing those who consumed it. The usage of Pervitin raises ethical concerns about the limits of enhancing combat capabilities and the well-being of soldiers. Did the drug truly make the Nazis invincible, or was this perception a result of wartime propaganda? The story of Pervitin serves as a cautionary tale, highlighting the risks of relying on stimulant drugs for short-term gains at the expense of long-term health and effectiveness. In this article, we delve into the impact and legacy of Pervitin, shedding light on the ethical considerations that arise from its alleged use by the Nazis during World War II. The emergence of Pervitin. During the tumultuous years of World War II, the Nazis executed military campaigns with astonishing success, leaving their adversaries in awe. While their military strategies and advancements played a crucial role, there was another element that is often overlooked: the alleged use of a stimulant drug known as Pervitin. This video explores the origins and early history of the drug that supposedly contributed to the Nazis' perception of invincibility. Pervitin was developed by the German pharmaceutical company Temmler in the 1930s. Its active ingredient, methamphetamine, is a potent psychostimulant that boosts wakefulness, focus, and suppresses fatigue. Originally marketed as a remedy for depression, narcolepsy, and respiratory ailments, Pervitin gained attention and found its way into the hands of the German military as war loomed on the horizon. The German military, particularly the Wehrmacht, began distributing Pervitin tablets to their soldiers in large quantities. The drug's ability to keep soldiers awake, heighten alertness, and reduce fatigue made it an invaluable asset on the battlefield. Soldiers could endure extended marches without rest, maintain peak performance during combat, and endure harsh conditions for longer periods. However, the early use of Pervitin had its dark side. Soldiers who became dependent on the drug experienced severe side effects such as insomnia, hallucinations, paranoia, and aggressive behavior. The negative consequences of prolonged usage began to outweigh the perceived benefits, and addiction became a significant issue within the ranks of the German military. The emergence of Pervitin raises ethical questions about the limits of enhancing combat effectiveness and the potential risks involved. While the drug may have temporarily boosted performance, its long-term consequences were detrimental to the soldiers' well-being. The story of Pervitin serves as a reminder of the delicate balance between enhancing military capabilities and ensuring the physical and mental welfare of soldiers. In this video, we delve into the early history and usage of Pervitin, shedding light on its alleged impact on the Nazis' perception of invincibility. By examining the emergence of this drug, we can gain a deeper understanding of the complex dynamics and ethical considerations involved in wartime drug usage. Pervitin on the battlefield. As World War II raged on, the Nazis achieved unprecedented military success, leaving their opponents bewildered by their seemingly unstoppable might. While various factors contributed to their triumphs, one element often overlooked is the alleged use of a stimulant drug known as Pervitin. This video delves into the role Pervitin purportedly played on the battlefield and its potential impact on the Nazis' perception of invincibility. Pervitin, developed by the German pharmaceutical company Temmler, contained methamphetamine, a potent psychostimulant. Originally marketed for depression and respiratory disorders, it found its way into the German military's arsenal as the war escalated. Pervitin tablets were widely distributed to soldiers, particularly within the ranks of the Wehrmacht. The drug's effects were captivating. Pervitin kept soldiers awake, heightened their alertness, and suppressed fatigue. It provided them with seemingly boundless stamina and enhanced combat effectiveness. Soldiers could march for extended periods without rest, maintain peak performance during engagements, and endure grueling conditions. The alleged impact of Pervitin on the battlefield, however, came at a cost. Addiction and severe side effects accompanied prolonged use. Insomnia, hallucinations, paranoia, and aggressive behavior plagued those dependent on the drug. It soon became clear that the negative consequences outweighed the short-term benefits. While it is debated whether Pervitin truly made the Nazis invincible, its usage raises ethical concerns. The decision to distribute a highly addictive drug among soldiers in the pursuit of military advantage challenges the boundaries of enhancing combat effectiveness. The dark side of Pervitin. Amidst the chaos of World War II, the Nazis orchestrated remarkable military campaigns that left the world astonished. While their strategies and technological advancements played a significant role, another element often overlooked is the alleged use of a stimulant drug called Pervitin. Explores the dark side of Pervitin and the potential consequences it had on the Nazis' perception of invincibility. Pervitin, containing the powerful psychostimulant methamphetamine, was developed by the German pharmaceutical company Temmler. Originally marketed for depression, narcolepsy, and respiratory disorders, the drug made its way into the German military's hands. Pervitin tablets were distributed among soldiers, particularly in the Wehrmacht, to enhance their performance on the battlefield. The drug seemed to offer incredible benefits initially. Pervitin kept soldiers awake, increased alertness, and reduced fatigue. It appeared to provide a significant advantage in terms of stamina and combat effectiveness. Troops could march for extended periods without rest, maintain peak performance during engagements, and withstand challenging conditions. However, the dark side of Pervitin soon emerged. Addiction became prevalent among soldiers who consumed the drug regularly. Prolonged use led to severe physical and psychological side effects, including insomnia, hallucinations, paranoia, and aggressive behavior. What was once seen as a performance-enhancing tool became a detriment to the soldiers' well-being and long-term effectiveness. While the extent of Pervitin's contribution to the Nazis' perceived invincibility is debated, its dark side cannot be ignored. The ethical concerns surrounding the distribution of an addictive drug among soldiers raise questions about the limits of enhancing combat capabilities. The controversies and ethical considerations of the drug that allegedly made the Nazis invincible. The alleged use of a stimulant drug called Pervitin by the Nazis during World War II has sparked numerous controversies and raised profound ethical considerations. Explores the debates surrounding the drug and the ethical boundaries involved in enhancing combat effectiveness. Pervitin, containing methamphetamine, was developed by the German pharmaceutical company Temmler. Initially marketed as a treatment for various ailments, it found its way into the hands of the German military. Pervitin tablets were distributed among soldiers, particularly in the Wehrmacht, to boost their performance on the battlefield. One of the key controversies is whether Pervitin truly made the Nazis invincible, or if this perception was fueled by propaganda and wartime narratives. While the drug may have provided short-term advantages in terms of wakefulness and alertness, its long-term consequences, including addiction and severe side effects, proved detrimental to the soldiers' well-being. The ethical considerations surrounding Pervitin usage are significant. The decision to distribute a highly addictive drug to enhance combat effectiveness raises questions about the well-being of soldiers and the moral limits of military enhancement. Was it ethically justifiable to prioritize short-term gains over the long-term physical and mental health of the troops? Examining the controversies and ethical considerations surrounding Pervitin allows us to critically analyze the choices made during wartime. It prompts us to reflect on the balance between enhancing military capabilities and ensuring the welfare of the soldiers. Conclusion. The alleged drug Pervitin, touted as the secret behind the Nazis' perception of invincibility during World War II, has sparked intrigue and debate for decades. Examining its history and impact allows us to draw conclusions about its role and the broader implications it holds. Pervitin, containing methamphetamine, was distributed among German soldiers to enhance their combat performance. While it provided short-term benefits such as increased wakefulness and reduced fatigue, the dark side of addiction and severe side effects overshadowed its perceived advantages. While the extent to which Pervitin contributed to the Nazis' military success remains a subject of debate, its impact cannot be dismissed. The drug's usage raises ethical concerns about the trade-offs between short-term gains and long-term well-being. The legacy of the alleged drug serves as a cautionary reminder. It highlights the importance of maintaining a balance between enhancing military capabilities and safeguarding the physical and mental health of soldiers. Lessons learned from the Pervitin episode inform modern military strategies that prioritize holistic well-being and resilience. In conclusion, the drug Pervitin and its alleged role in making the Nazis invincible shed light on the complexities of enhancing combat effectiveness. By critically examining this chapter in history, we gain valuable insights into the ethical considerations and long-term consequences of relying on substances to achieve military advantage. Ultimately, the myth of invincibility unravels, replaced by a more nuanced understanding of the interplay between drugs, warfare, and the well-being of those who serve.